When you say but, you've said a lot of things nobody else can say. When you say but, you've gone as far as you can go to get the very best. When you say but, you've said the word that means you like to do it all. When you say but, it means you want the beer that's got a taste that's number one. When you say but, you tell the world you know what makes it all the way. When you say but, you say you care enough to only want the king of beers. There is no other one, there's only something less, because the king of beers is leading all the rest. When you say but, weiser, you've said it all.
Well, hi again, you guys. Welcome to another edition of Curtis Collects Vinyl Records. And this is really not a shameless plug with InBev, that is now the owner of Anheuser-Busch and Budweiser. But there's a little backstory about this great song. So, this episode of Curtis Collects Vinyl Records, in case you're new here, I'm not an expert on music. I'm just an avid vinyl record collector. But we're going to have to talk eventually about the 45. I read somewhere on the internet recently that the 45 format, 45 RPM format is 72 years old. I could have waited till its 75th, but be that as it may. So this, we're going to that was the vocal version of it. We're going to play also the instrumental version of it with the tuba intro. That's fantastic. There's a backstory about that song. It was outlawed at my high school back in the 70s. So at the basketball games, we had a smaller band rather than the marching band. We had what was called a pep band, and a pep band might have been a combo of, 15 or 18 of the band members, not the whole 100-piece marching band for football games. And right after our school fight song, the band would launch into this when this was all on the when this song was all over the airwaves and the commercials in the 70s for Budweiser, and I think the school administrators didn't look too kindly on that, but it was really an awesome song. It's got some legs at some of the universities in America, most notably Georgia Tech, where my friend has a daughter in school. They've co-opted this song, and it's virtually their school fight song, and it's terrific. There's a lot of clips of that on YouTube of the Georgia Tech marching band playing just a phenomenal version of this song. So let's do this. Let's talk about some of the. And I just noticed I'm sitting in my other chair. I'm normally in this chair. This one, I'm not normally. I'm a little bit off kilter here with this seating arrangement, but I think I can, handle it. Being the pro that I am. All right. So here are some of the. I have a tub of 45s. They just appear. People give me 45s. I don't keep them out. They're tucked away in a tub somewhere, nowhere near the music room. But I do have lots of them, hundreds. I don't know, thousands. So I'm very fond of this band called Survivor. Jim Peterick was one of the founding members, and I have they came out with some of their songs on the Scotti Brothers label. And here, of course, is the 45 of Eye of the Tiger. Here's Sylvester Stallone in Survivor on the back. Jim Peterick is also good friends with Mike Reno from Loverboy. And here is one of the 45s from Top Gun that Loverboy did. Here's High on You from Survivor. Also, here is This Love from, I think, Vital Signs. And here is I Can't Hold Back, also from Vital Signs. I have a bunch of them. The search is over. Oh my God, you guys think I'm crazy. Here is something else by on Columbia. Oh, here it is, Almost Paradise with Mike Reno and Ann Wilson from the Footloose soundtrack. This is an autographed copy. Here it is, Vehicle, right here. Jim Peterick has signed this version. And on the B side is some other bizarre song, but that's Vehicle from Ides of March. And here he is. He also wrote 38 Specials, monster hit. One of my all-time favorite songs, Hold On Loosely, on A&M. Jim signed that for me. Thank you, Jim. Oh, a funny story about 45s. Here is when they were on Warner Brothers Records, Ides of March, Lead Me Home Gently, and Vehicle. This was, I think, the original version, also signed. My good friend Radio Dave, RD the DJ, if you're looking for a great podcast, his podcast series is called Rare and Scratchy Rock and Roll. It's great. He goes into a theme, and then he plays parts of the songs, and he gives you the backstories, he gives you the answer songs. Terrific podcast. So you can find it on any of the podcast platforms out there. It's called Rare and Scratchy Rock and Roll. And my good friend, Radio Dave, RD the DJ, we could go through the tub of my 45s, and I could hand him a 45 like this. He would read it, the song, and he would tell me exactly what the song was on the other side, the B side. Here's LA Goodbye, Ides of March, signed by Jim, and Vehicle. Wow. So a lot of these, here they are on, here's Ides of March when they were on the RCA label. This is more signed Warner Brothers 7 Arts on that kind of olive drab. They were originally signed to Parrot Records. Here is Girls Don't Grow on Trees. It was written by Jimmy Peterick there. And one of their other songs also signed You Wouldn't Listen, which was, I think, the first song that they recorded. So the intro to this was, we're calling it When You Say Budweiser, but I think the real classic version of it is the instrumental. And we'll play that right now. I think it's only 1 minute and 40 seconds, and then I'll end this episode by allowing the 45 to run all the way through. Hold on a minute. And we'll play the entire side, starting with the instrumental, which I think is the classic version. If I can tee this up right without spilling it. Awesome.
When you say but, you've said a lot of things nobody else can say. When you say but, you've gone as far as you can go to get the very best. When you say but, you've said the word that means you like to do it all. When you say but, it means you want the beer that's got a taste that's number one. When you say but, you tell the world you know what makes it all the way. When you say but, you say you care enough to only want the king of beer. You've said it all.
Wow, it really strikes me. It takes me right back to high school. It was a band song by our RBHS pep band. Anyone have similar stories of that? If you were in your band in high school in the 70s, were you allowed to play that song? Wow, it's really great. So listen to the Georgia Tech University marching band version of that. University of Wisconsin does it a few times at some of their big football games. And this is how it works. And I'm very excited to be back here making some more of these great fun episodes. This is called Curtis Collects Vinyl Records. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I'm glad to be back doing this. So see you guys back here again soon.